In 2012, I came to believe through personal experience that every single symptom that we have is here to be utilized for our growth and evolution. And when we're able to see the gift of our suffering, of our emotional sadness, of our painful, disempowering thoughts, of our impulses and urges, if we're able to see all of them as a gift, we are given the most beautiful key to our healing and our wholeness. And unfortunately, we live in a society that doesn't value the importance of our pain and suffering. There is a tremendous effort in our society to suppress and mask our pain with medication, with distraction, with addiction. And in our effort to not feel and to not see the beauty in our pain, we actually perpetuate it, and we keep ourselves disempowered and feeling small in the darkness that encumbers us. And so as a healer, I utilize psychological homeopathy, both for myself personally and for my clients professionally. And the reason why I am trained in psychological homeopathy and I believe in it so deeply is because nature holds the key to our healing. Everything that we need for our healing is already amongst us. And homeopathy offers a similar picture of what we're experiencing. So the pain that ails us, it offers it the reflection of it in nature, and really diluted down doses to nudge our vital force so that we can come back to a state of balance. It's the principle of like cures like. And when the remedy match is perfect in such a way that the remedy matches our mental, physical, and emotional experience, we can feel more aligned with our state of wholeness that I believe is our birthright. When you were born, you were newly embodied spirit, right? Just fresh, new spirit in this sweet little infant body, just ready to give and receive all the love this world has to offer. And throughout the course of your life, you've experienced relational discord and pain and sadness that you hold in your body in such a way that, depending on the level of pain you've experienced in your life and the experiences that you've actually had, you might be able to function fairly well walking around with holding this pattern until something happens. And this is what happened to me. My mom died fairly suddenly, and soon thereafter I got married and had a child. And the combination of those three events, along with numerous others that I won't recount in this video, everything that I thought that I was good with from my past, that I had healed and looked at and was really high functioning, even though this still lived within me, all of that came to the surface when I became a mom. And I didn't know it at the time, but it came to the surface so that I could see it more clearly in order for it to be purified. That was the reason why it was there. It wasn't to actually disempower me and to keep me down in my darkness and feeling pain throughout every moment of my life. It was there to be purified. And when I got the right remedy at the right potency at the right time, I felt so aligned and whole and clear. I could see the purpose for every bit of sadness that I'd experienced, and I could actually allow myself to grieve the loss of my mom. Before, the grief lived in me in this tight way that I held on, but the remedy allowed my system to open in such a way so that I could actually process the grief and move through it to completion. And as a Gestalt trained psychotherapist, this is a value that I hold, that our experiences that we've had allow them to move through us to completion. Otherwise, they live within us unfinished. And so, in combination with deep psychotherapy, as a Gestalt trained psychotherapist, and the offering of homeopathic remedies, I am given the deep honor of witnessing not only the healing of my clients, but also the unwinding of all of the patterns that they've experienced throughout their lives in service of their transformation and awakening, so that they feel more aligned with their essence. They are connected to their wholeness, and then they meet the world from there. I also offer a lot of relational tools in service of staying in this alignment in the context of our relationships, because the way that I see it is that we're mistuned in the context of our relationships, and so much healing can happen in here in my office between a client and myself. But once they are back in the context of their other relationships that before were met with this old pattern, now that that pattern is unwound, offering new relational tools and a lot of relational coaching to keep meeting the world from their true self, from their essence, is so empowering and so beautiful. And this is why I love my work, and this is how homeopathy serves that work. And the last thing that I want to mention is that there is a lot of controversy about homeopathy. It's called a placebo by many medical or professionals and researchers. And the way that I see it, homeopathy is something mystical that may not be able to be measured by science. But once we experience it, the impact that it has on us is undeniable. And if a remedy doesn't work for you, that's because it was either the wrong remedy prescription, or it was the wrong potency, or you weren't quite ready for that remedy for your particular symptom picture. And I'm actually wanting to offer you the opportunity to ask me any questions about that. So if you have an inquiry about homeopathy and how it might benefit you, or any questions or concerns that you might have, please go to my contact page and message me. And I would love the opportunity to answer your question. So from my heart to yours, I'm wishing you deep healing, so that you feel so aligned with the essence of who you are, and that you're able to offer your wholeness to the world and meet the world from a place that feels empowering. So much love.